Hello friends, this is Monish and I'm so glad to be back with another book review, and this time it is Dangerous Liaisons, written by Cordelos de Laclos and first published in 1782. It's quite an interesting book. Let me start by sharing the three features that will jump out of the book and grab your attention. And I hope that I share these features and you would know what to expect when you pick this book up to read. So number one feature, it's gaudy body. Even for that time, when everything was a little prudish or a little hush-hush. In fact, for that very reason, this book is, to say that it's naughty is not doing it justice. It's lusty, it's about sex, it's about the manipulation, it's about loss of innocence, and how disgusting can that be, people be, how evil people can be. And in everyday life, it does not portray a fantastic picture where things are not likely to happen and seems like something remote, you know. But it hits you in your heart because it's about everyday life and how in our everyday lives are we manipulated by men and women lusting for sex, for glory, or those petty themes. And in that sense, the narration, the wording, the description can get a little gaudy and a bit too bawdy for my liking. The second feature is a rude awakening. My God, this book, it hit me, you know, it made me wake up and realize that, yeah, these things go on, man. And we gotta be aware of these things and learn to take them in our stride. The beautiful part about this rude awakening was that it is so believable. That you and I, we will be naive to not be aware of these things, you know, turn a blind eye towards the greed or the lust for sex that exists in the world and the kind of things it makes people do, the games people play, the manipulation, the ravishing of innocence, and, you know, pulling strings to make people dance to your tune. It's a bit of a rude awakening, but I guess what you and I, we can take away from it is that we need to be aware of this and we need to, you know, be aware that human beings are capable of such things. And in spite of that, you know, move on, learn to take it in our stride. The third redeeming feature of this book is Nemesis. Although that was not so believable, but the redeeming feature that the characters that were involved in the manipulation of fellow friends, human beings, ladies and gentlemen, and in a very evil sort of way, they do come to a bad end. And I guess the Nemesis was kind of forced on to this book. Not really, but the whole book, the story, the narration is as such that these people who are doing all these bad things, these characters, will get away with it. There is no reason for them not to get away with it. But I guess trying to keep up with the times and also to give this book a seemingly happy ending, the author decided to bring in Nemesis and the justice and the deserved punishment that these bad characters had to come to. So those are the three features of this book that will come out and play on your mind. I must recommend it. Why? Because it's so unique. Even in our times today, there is no book like this one. The language is exquisite. The description is again, down to the granular level, and it does portray that picture of manipulation and scandals and scheming and whatnot. And good that if we read it, we are aware and therefore more careful. So guys, that was my spiel for Dangerous Liaison, written by Cordelos de la Clos. I hope you enjoy this video, and I hope you read this book and enjoy it. Till next time, so long.